Hey, hey, mambo, mambo Italiano, go, go, go. You mixed up a Siciliano, all you Calabrese do the mambo like a crazy with a hey, mambo.
Welcome back, guys. We're going to go ahead and start out by preheating our oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And then go ahead and grab a pan and line that with some foil or some parchment paper and get that all prepared for our squash. Next, you're going to take your squash, no matter what size you have, just grab a big sharp knife and cut starting from the middle to the stem, and then carefully remove the blade, flip it around, and cut all the way around lengthwise to the other side of the stem. At that point, the squash should either fall apart or you can just rip it apart once you've cut stem to stem. And when you get it open, you're going to see these seeds on the inside just like any other squash. So just take a spoon, go ahead and scrape those seeds out. You can clean them off if you want and bake them like you would a pumpkin seed. I usually don't though, it just does not yield that many seeds and I'm lazy. After that, you're going to want to go ahead and spray some non-stick spray onto your foil or your parchment paper, and then take your knife and cut the outside of the squash, little slits in it. This is going to help it cook more evenly, cook it quicker, and help the steam ventilate so these do not explode while they're cooking. Once you do that, go ahead and pop them onto your cooking sheet, and we're going to start off cooking these for 30 minutes. I usually do about 25, give it a check, try to put a fork in them to see if the fork can slide in and out of the skin easily. If not, I leave it in for longer. So your squash size will vary and so will the cooking time. So just make sure to keep an eye on it and constantly be seeing if you can stick a fork or a knife in and out of that squash and have it be removed smoothly. Next, we're going to go ahead and fill a pot up with some water. We're going to use some of this black bean pasta that I get at Sprouts. They also have an edamame one, but I prefer the black bean one. And then I actually break it up into like smaller chunks when I boil it because it's just a little bit easier to get in the pot and it's easier for me to eat when it's done cooking. So get that in there, let it boil for about 4 to 6 minutes, and we'll check on it in a bit. Back to our squash. When it's done, it should be a little bit golden on the underside of it, and you should be able to stick a fork or a knife in and out of the outside shell of it quite easily. You'll also know it's done when you take your fork and the squash scrapes off just like this. It should be very easy, it should come off very easily, and it should look just like spaghetti. So once the pasta's done, go ahead and drain it just like you would any other pasta and set that aside because we're going to be using it for our meal prep today. After that, I divvied this up. I actually did make 4 meal preps with this. Right now you only see 2. I ate 1 that night, and then in the next clip or so you'll see a 3rd bowl. So I just kind of loosen this all up from the sides of the squash and then divvy it up between all my meal prep containers for the week. I do want to mention the most affordable place to buy these spaghetti squash is Trader Joe's because they do not charge by the pound, they charge by the squash. So they have all different sizes of these and you're going to be paying the same price. So it's kind of the more bang for your buck. You see here, these are some veggies I cooked up the day before. I'm just going to go ahead and divvy those up between all my meal prep bowls. Add a little extra flavor, micronutrients, fiber, and volume. Going to divide up my black bean pasta as well. It's probably about half of a serving here, and it's just adding some extra protein. And then I'm going to use some vegan meatless meatballs. These are actually pretty good, and I use about 2 of them per serving. As you can see here, this is the sauce I use. Truthfully, I normally make my own pesto sauce at home. So if you guys want to see a vegan version of pesto sauce, leave a comment below and I'll make a video for that. Then you see here me just adding various spices. You honestly can use whatever your taste buds like, whatever you prefer. It's really customizable. This is what I use. So go ahead, mix those up. I went ahead and cooked some of the meatballs while the squash was cooking, so I'm just going to throw those in, and then I have some shrimp from the day before that I had cooked up, so I'll add those to the 3rd meal. Other than that, guys, you're done. This is it. Add whatever veggies you like, whatever protein you like, and you're good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please leave a comment below for any request.
I love how you dance the rumba, but take some advice, paisano, learn how to mambo. If you're gonna